At the start of 2023, you made promises to yourself. You want to learn new skills, new habits, wanted to make more money, wanted to impress your parents, wanted to feel more confident. And yet, here we are, 60 days left before 2023 ends. But let me be honest, 99% of you have fallen through your promises. You've stopped putting in the work. You've given up on the skills and habits and making more money. You've become lazy and stuck. If you resonate with this, do not worry, put a thumbs up in the comments below and hear me out. What I am about to tell you are the 7 steps you need to take to transform your life in the next 60 days. If you follow what I'm telling you, you will be unrecognizable by the time 2024 starts. My friends, it's time for you to disappear for the next 60 days. Disappear from the gossips, disappear from the parties, let go of the girl you had a crush on, let go of the guy that you were running after, and work on yourself. Implementing what I'm telling you will get you ahead of 99% of people in the next 60 days. Let's get started. Hit the like button and subscribe, and let's talk about the first step, and that is to consume better content. There are so many of you who end up consuming cringe content of people who are dancing, who are showing off their wealth, who are promoting betting apps, who are wasting your time, and you need to be aware. Everything I've built in the last 3 years were possible because of the content I consumed and the people I followed on social media. And I think this is the key to get where you want to be in life. The following people are the ones that you should be following in the next 60 days to learn everything about business, about health, about wealth, and how to get out of the stuck situation that you are in. To learn more about business like Danco, like Alex Hormozy, like GrowthX, like Big Think. You can learn about design, branding, storytelling from Chris Do from the future. And you can learn about physical and mental health from Hamza on YouTube. The goal here is to maximize the value you are getting from every minute you spend on YouTube and using that in your daily life. When I learned about how the brain and the body performs from Andrew Huberman's content on YouTube, it completely blew my mind, and you have to learn about that as well while you are learning things from YouTube. So these following creators you absolutely need to follow: Alex Hormozy, Danco, Andrew Huberman, Hamza, Big Think, Chris Do, GrowthX, among others. Now, as you're watching YouTube videos, you must also get deeper into each of these topics by reading books. There are some amazing books that you could be reading. The first one has to be Principles by Ray Dalio. This book right here has taught me more about business and life than any other book out there. This book is written by Bridgewater Associates founder Ray Dalio. He's an expert investor, runs a hedge fund in the US. And this book, my God, has changed my life in so many ways. He first of all talks about where I'm coming from, as you can see right here. And then, shares some amazing advice for work, for relationships, for your career, for your own personal self-growth. And all of this is made in these amazing bite-sized lessons that you could be learning. So much to learn from this person, and this one book will be the most worth it book that you will read in the next 60 days. The first book to pick up, Principles by Ray Dalio. The next one to learn about work ethic and the importance of discipline is none other than David Goggins' amazing book, Can't Hurt Me. He talks about how he came from hell and transformed his life completely. It will give you motivation. It will give you a direction that if he made it from the place where he was in life to where he is today, will give you motivation that even you can get there by applying the learnings that he had in his own journey. The second book to read, Can't Hurt Me, amazing to get the right work ethic and mindset on. The third book you should be looking at is 48 Laws of Power. Incredible book to learn about human behavior and psychology. This book has been banned in multiple regions across the world, and that just goes on to show you that you can use this book in both good and bad terms as well. Using this book will tell you how people behave and how can you use tactics to get things done and become a better version of yourself by learning more about how humans behave and interact with each other. Robert Greene shares events that happened in the past in different civilizations like Greek and Roman, and what can we learn from them every single day and become better at talking and interacting with people. This one book will make you smarter when it comes to people skills. The fourth book will help you understand how the world works and how the real riches is made. This one is Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. I listened to this book in 2021 on Audible, and I got to learn so much about how can you automate, how can you use leverage, how can you make more money while applying less effort every single day. This book single-handedly taught me everything about the slow lane, which is the 9 to 5 job, to building businesses in the fast lane and making money, increasing valuations, selling the company, everything in just one book. It is the most value-packed book that you can read about the basics of business and will get you started with your own journey. And the last book I want to recommend really is Super Thinking by the DuckDuckGo founders. Now, Super Thinking is a book which talks about mental models. Mental models is a concept created by Charlie Munger, who is the friend of Berkshire Hathaway's main guy, Warren Buffett. And Charlie Munger talks about how mental models can help you make better decisions in life. So it has a lot of different razors, a lot of different theories and postulates and theorems and models that you can deploy in your own life and make better decisions. And that is the most important thing that you need to do if you want to make more money, if you want to live a better life in general. Super Thinking is a must-read book. The next thing I want to talk about is step 3, which is to listen podcasts. Now, podcasts have given me the most deepest insights about how everything works around me. The first one that you need to listen has to be Business Wars by Wondery. I'm very curious about learning how different businesses operate, and Business Wars was amazing because it narrates how different businesses competed with each other. For example, Instagram versus TikTok, Bumble versus Tinder, Facebook versus Snapchat, Apple versus Microsoft. There are so many great case studies of how two businesses compete to win over market share and users, and it will teach you a lot of different lessons in business that you would otherwise not be aware of. Another one that you should listen to if you're in college is Take It Easy by Ansh Mehra. Ansh is a dear friend of mine. We'll be shooting a podcast very soon, but Take It Easy is an amazing, relatable podcast where he talks about his own journey, his own lessons into upskilling, going to college, learning about new things in the world, and becoming more independent, basically, right? So he shared some amazing advice that helped him get to where he is today. Take It Easy is a must if you are getting started into this world. If you are new to your career, you have to listen to Take It Easy with Ansh Mehra. Another one is DOAC, Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett. And Stephen brings in some incredible guests that are maybe scientists, researchers, actors, or people who are very famous, and tries to decode what goes on in their life. I was recently listening about how ADHD works and how does what you eat, what you do in your day-to-day life affects the brain and its working. Incredible insights from every single podcast. DOAC by Stephen Bartlett, must listen if you are into business or health, relationships, or science in general. Another one you should listen to is Lex Fridman podcast, where he brings in the most high-profile people like Elon Musk, Kevin Systrom, Mark Zuckerberg, Walter Isaacson, Jared Kushner, and so many more people, and tries to break down everything about what they've built. How did Elon Musk build multiple companies while he was going through multiple struggles in his own personal life? How did Mark Zuckerberg build Facebook? How does he go through the criticism that he gets every single day? How did Kevin Systrom build a multi-billion-dollar company, Instagram, and sold it to Mark Zuckerberg in the 2010s? There are incredible conversations lying inside of this one podcast, Lex Fridman. You must check out this one. The last one I want to talk about has to be Colin and Samir, because creating content is not just a niche thing. Everyone who needs to create a brand, everyone who's running a business needs to get into branding and content creation. And Colin and Samir invite some of the best people out there in content and tries to pick their brain. The best podcasts are the ones that they've done with Mr. Beast and top YouTubers like Ryan Trahan and others. You have to listen to this one to get some amazing insights into the world of content. Those were the first 3 steps: watch, read, listen. And let's now talk about the 4th step, which is learn. learn about razors that you can use in your life to make better decisions. Razors are basically proven statements that will help you make better decisions in your day-to-day life. Just like mental models, these are incredibly powerful. For example, invested versus spend time. Whenever deciding how to spend your time, invested time is the one in which the actions you do give you compounding returns in the later years. Spend time, on the other hand, are the actions you do which do not yield you compounded results. Another one is the room's razor. Whenever deciding which room you want to be in, always pick the room in which you will be the dumbest person around. Personally, I'm the youngest and the least knowledgeable person in every group I am a part of, and that helps me learn a lot about people. I just sit, I stop talking and start hearing, and I learn a lot by being the dumbest person in the room. Another one is the luck razor. Always go for things that have a larger luck surface area, have a larger potential for you to get lucky, because that is how you will gain exponential results in life. For example, creating content. For example, writing a book. For example, posting on LinkedIn. The luck factor is incredible. Anyone can watch your video or your podcast or your post on LinkedIn, and you might get the next big opportunity. Another one is optimist razor. When thinking who to spend time with, always pick the people who are the most optimist about the future. Or the boaster's razor. Truly successful people never feel the need to boast about what they have, about what they own, about what they do in their day-to-day life. They are the most down-to-earth people that you will meet in any circle or friend group that you will be a part of. Or the stress reward razor. Whenever there is a stressful situation, always evaluate what is the reward you will get on the basis of taking that stress and discomfort in your life, and only then take the decision. Is it really worth to travel 2 hours to meet that girl that you have a crush on? Think about that for a moment. There are so many of them. Sahil Bloom on Twitter has an amazing thread talking about 20 razors that you can learn and make better decisions in life. I will link it in the description. By the way, also hit the like button if you're enjoying this video so far. Now, talking about the 5th step you need to take, and that is to document everything that you're learning on Notion or notes or your own diary. This one habit can get you so much more. We are very good at coming up with ideas, but we are very poor at retaining all of them. It's very important that as you're having these experiences, you are watching new videos, listening to new podcasts, reading new books, learning about new razors, document. Write it down on a piece of paper, write it down on Notion or Apple Notes or whatever you're using. Every day you're having new experiences which are unique for that day. And if you don't document them, if you don't put them somewhere that you can refer to later on, you will be on the loser's end because you will not be able to remember them. I don't remember where I was 2 years from today, but if I had it with me, I could literally go back to 2 years from today and see what was Ishan doing on the 2nd of November 2021 and what did he learn that day, right? Documenting is the single highest leverage activity you could be doing right now. So get out there and start documenting everything that you're feeling on a piece of paper, or even better, use Notion for that matter. It's a completely free tool that you could use and start documenting your life. The 6th step is to document every experience that you're having. And now let's talk about the 6th step, and that is going to be your habits. Let's talk about them. I have differentiated them into 3 different parts. The first one has to be your health. Even before we talk about what you learn, your wealth, the skills and all of that, let's first focus on the health aspect because that is what most people start to ignore in life. The first thing in health is to stop scrolling reels and shorts randomly throughout the day. मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि scroll मत करो. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि don't do it randomly, right? When you start your day, the first 2 to 3 hours need to rejuvenate you. It needs to give you more energy. While when you are scrolling, you are switching your mind on every single new content and you are depleting the energy that your brain has when you just wake up. Scrolling before you sleep is making it harder for you to sleep, and these habits do not lead you anywhere good. You need to schedule time, just schedule half an hour or even 1 hour in which throughout the day, one time where you will just sit and you will just scroll reels if that's what you want to do. If you plan and schedule that time, it will not be wasted. प्रॉब्लम ये नहीं है कि आप रील स्क्रॉल करते हो, प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आप हर 5-5 मिनट में फोन खोल के रील स्क्रॉल करते हो. That is switching the context that your brain has, interrupting the focus that you have, and just killing your ability to do anything worthwhile in life. make sure that you schedule some time just for scrolling if that is what you want to do, or just eliminate it completely. Number 2, invest in your skin and the way you appear. Start buying just 2 things. Number 1, sunscreen. Number 2, face wash, and use it every single day on your face. I have been doing it for the last 6 months or so, and people have actually noticed the change in the way I look. Number 3, focus on having water as frequently as possible. Right when you wake up, try having 700 ml to 1 liter of water at the start of your day, and focus on having at least 3 liters of water every single day. This is really important. Most of you are drinking very less water, which just creates havoc in your body, affecting your focus, affecting your mental health and your physical health as well. Start hitting the gym. This single activity will help you get ahead of so many people. You just need to go out there, hit the gym, have at least 4 to 5 hours of weight training, weightlifting in the whole week, right? Just do 4 to 5 hours of weightlifting in the whole week. And along with that, also have an element of cardio wherein you can get your heart running faster, pumping the blood faster. Along with that, stop snacking. Stop having sugary or oily food. The biggest problem with you is you consuming snacks every other hour. Focus on having high protein rich diets and high fiber diets. Stop the processed food and oily food that just leads to acne and pimples and will just make you feel tired throughout the day. So make it a habit to reduce the sugars and the processed food and oily things that you can be having, and focus on having protein rich diets throughout your day. That could happen through paneer, that could happen through dahi, dry fruits, soya chunks. There are so many things you could be doing. If you are veg, non-veg के तो बहुत सारे options हैं, but veg के लिए you need to apply this. There are tiny things like, for example, stop having caffeine after 4 o'clock in the evening, and that will help you have a better sleep. Also, have at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep every single day at a routine time, and that will create a good circadian rhythm for your brain and your sleep. Please deploy all of these things, and that will help you become more fresher, more energetic throughout the day. And that is the health element. The second one is going to be your work ethic. Start by having 2 hours of deep focus, uninterrupted work every single day into learning a new skill. Just pick any skill that you are interested in and spend 2 hours at least focused on it. There are no distractions, no phones ringing, no bells, just you and the work and you executing. Take up projects, start building right when you are learning things, and that will give you the most experience than just watching some random tutorial. Along with that, always ensure that you clear the surroundings that you have. This single activity will help you have a clean mind. Right? When you see everything around you is organized, you start having more clarity in the thoughts that you have. Unnecessary things lying around just puzzles your mind, and you have to reduce this one thing. You can win the day before it even begins by writing down all of the tasks that you want to accomplish the night before. Before you're about to sleep, take a pen and paper, write down everything that you need to accomplish the next day. Wake up, look at that paper, and start executing. No excuses, no confusion, no puzzles, get to work. And when you wake up in the morning, start by making your bed. It's a very simple 2-minute thing which will give you a sense of accomplishment that you have accomplished a first task in the day, and that will make you more motivated to take the day head on. Lastly, I just want to say, have a boring life. Boring is the new sexy. Boring is what will get you to what you want in life. I'll give you a simple example. I was in Cuff Parade in Mumbai and I was at a friend's place, and मेरे दोस्त ने दिखाया कि भाई वो देख फरारी खड़ी है वहाँ पे. अपार्टमेंट की पार्किंग में बाहर एक फरारी खड़ी हुई थी, एंड मैं उसको देख करके मैंने बोला अरे वाह ये तो बहुत अच्छा है, इसका फाउंडर कोई AI कंपनी चलाता होगा या फिर कोई बहुत क्रेजी फिनटेक कंपनी चलाता होगा. तो मेरे दोस्त ने बोला कि व्हाट डू यू थिंक ये बंदा करता क्या होगा एग्जैक्टली, राइट? तो मैंने बोला मुझे नहीं पता, बताओ क्या करता है एग्जैक्टली. सो ही सेज दैट द गाय हु ओन्स द फरारी इन Cuff Parade in Mumbai actually has a business where he provides security guards in all of the societies in this locality in Mumbai. Just that. He doesn't have a fancy SaaS company, doesn't have a crazy, business plan, doesn't have something complicated. He is just providing security guards in all of the societies, and that is what got him the Ferrari and the life that he's living right now. Boring. Focus on the boring stuff. That is what most people are ignoring, and because of that, they are losing. The biggest businesses in India are built on very simple fundamentals. So you must always focus on having a boring and focused life, because that is what will help you achieve incredible things in life. The third element of building habits is focusing on networking. You have to start this challenge of emailing 5 people every day, DMing 5 people on social platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, or Instagram, and on the same hand, connecting with people on Gmeet. Not just connecting with them on LinkedIn, but actually meeting them on a call and talking about how can we both learn from each other and grow and offer each other something of value. Connect with people who are in your similar niche and are at a similar level that you are at. I get so many emails of people saying कि भैया मैं फर्स्ट ईयर में आया हूँ कॉलेज में, मुझे आपसे बात करनी है एक मीट पे. Nothing wrong in that. But what do you have to offer the other person that is of value to them? If you don't, there's no point of asking. Always connect with people who are like-minded and similar position in which you are in life as well. Along with that, start building in public. Start sharing what you are doing, what you are building, what you are learning, what event you're attending with people on social media like LinkedIn and Twitter, and start talking about what is it that you're really passionate about. This simple habit will get you so many opportunities without you having to apply to million jobs. They will come right at you because you have taken the effort to show the expertise you have and the work you're putting in every day on social media. Learning in public, number one, DM people, email people, message people on social media. Also, attend events and go meet people in person as well, right? I have made this activity that every weekend I will go out of my house, I will go and meet people and interact with them in person. There's something different about meeting people in person that these online Gmeets and connecting and messaging just cannot replicate. So get into the habit of doing all of these things and you will become extremely good at networking with people. But even before all of this, you need to have something of value to offer. And to do that, let's talk about the 7th step and the last one of this video, and that is to acquire skills. Now, yes, you are working every single day for 2 hours focused on learning a hard skill like design, code, or marketing. But along with that, you must also acquire the following skills. Learn about human nature and behavior. Knowing how humans operate and what will get them to do what you want is really, really important. So learn about human nature. Also learn about storytelling. People never buy an iPhone for just the iPhone's sake. They buy it because of the history, because of the trust, because of the social status it gives them. Always learn about how branding and storytelling works. This single skill will help you so much in your career. The third one has to be public speaking. Most of you suck at talking to a group of people, yet it is the single most important skill that every great person had in their experience that helped them to influence people and persuade them to do the action that they wanted. The fourth skill to learn has to be effective writing. Just like public speaking is important, effective writing is really crucial if you want to convince someone, if you want to send out emails, if you want to communicate with people through ads, or you want to create clever content that gets shared with people around the world. I have reels which get millions of views every single day because of the effective writing I have put into it. You need to learn this skill. It's not going to happen overnight, but you have to start laying the bricks every single day so that by the end of 60 days, you can truly be unstoppable. Also, learn about sales. Learn about how do you persuade people. Learn about negotiation. How do you get someone to agree with the terms that you have and to pay a price which is actually fair. Also, learn about design. Learn about how everything around you is made in a particular design and ऐसा क्यों है? Why is this notebook made in this design? ये जो spiral है इसका क्या use है? Learn about this. Learn about how the apps you use every single day are designed to hook you in. There's a book called as The Design of Everyday Things. Brilliant book that will teach you more about product design and how can you understand the decisions someone has made to design something in a particular way. These were the 7 steps you need to take in the next 60 days to become unstoppable and unrecognizable by the time 2024 begins. At the end, just remember it's either one day or day one. You need to make that choice. Make sure you share this video with a friend of yours. Click a screenshot of this video and share it with your friends on social media and tag me at Ishan Sharma 7390. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know below. If you're still watching, write in the comment section. I watched till the very end. Go out there, execute, and the world is yours for taking. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.